This is dedicated to anyone that's been knocked down but not out. The ones that fell to their knees but rose back up. The ones that scratched and clawed but never let go. The ones willing to admit their faults, move past their failures, and improve every single day. I hope these conversations encourage you to think critically, make you laugh hysterically, inspire you profoundly, and remind you to practice gratitude daily. My name is Iman Hushmat. Welcome to the conversation. Welcome to Awesome People. What's going on, awesome people? This is Iman Hushmat. It's a pleasure to have you on yet another episode of the Awesome People podcast. I would love to have this type of podcast happening more often, but for many, many reasons, I have to kind of pace myself. But trust me, it was worth the wait, you know. And in this situation, I have the great pleasure of having a longtime friend of mine who you definitely know if you've been following Iranian music for the last 2 decades now, if you've been a fan of the Black Cats, and if you've been a fan of a great artist who knows how to not just sing, but also play the piano masterfully, then I am sure you know my guest today. I want to thank Kamyar for being my guest here on Awesome People.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Iman John.
How are you, brother?
And thank you for having me. And
Of
I
course.
Can't believe we're here in Miami. It's amazing.
That's right. Welcome to the Sunshine State. And you know, this podcast episode is literally a few years in the making. Back during the pandemic, we tried to coordinate it, but the schedules didn't work out, you know, but I'm just glad it didn't work out because now we're able to have it here in person.
Yeah, I can see you in 3D. I can touch you.
Even the Where Are We shirt, it's like the nice touch, you know.
Where are we?
We're lost.
Yeah,
in
we're
3D.
lost. But I know where I am, but
Miami.
yeah. So actually that's my friend. His name is Cherno, like Chernobyl. He's a great designer.
It looks great.
So, hi Cherno. Love you.
So you're in Miami. You're doing a wedding, a show, or something happening? At
Yeah,
the
we
Breakers
have
event?
an exclusive private party actually in West Palm Beach.
That's right.
And we just quite finished our tour that we had in mostly Europe. We had 3 concerts with Khanum Leila Furuhar.
The legend.
Yes, and she was sitting right next to me on my left on the show, The Voice. That was really cool. It was a great experience. So we had...
Which we'll get into. I'm not just going
Of
to
course.
glance over that one. We're going to
Yeah.
get to it. You've had great collaborations, and some of them were from The Voice.
And yeah, for sure. And so we started the tour with Frankfurt, then we did Gothenburg in Sweden, then we did Stockholm. So then it was my 3rd concert with Leila, and then she did her thing, and then I went to Houston, then Toronto, and then I came to Miami.
Yeah, a couple of sold-out shows in Houston and Toronto, and
It was amazing.
I'm sure Europe was great too.
It was amazing. It was actually talking about awesome. It was the most awesome tour I've ever had, I think, since my solo career.
You briefly talked about how, you know, you've sensed just a lot of things changing, the energy changing, just you're getting more people that are learning about you, appreciating you, and following you. And we're going to get to that, but there's some people that might not know your early beginnings, you know?
Yeah.
And so you were born in Tehran, and then at an early age you went to Paris.
Yes.
And so that's where you were, you know, raised. You're European, you're French.
Yeah.
Tell us about your journey into the music industry in that early age, in those formidable age in Paris.
Well, obviously, I grew up in Paris, and I'm very lucky, I think. I grew up in Paris because it's really like a melting pot. It's a mixture of, you see all different cultures, and the countries, the neighbors are so close, so you get to travel a lot. You see so many culture, you hear different languages. You get used to see different people, different vibe. It's normal. And I think it's the best school for me was the best school to grow up in Paris, honestly. And musically, it helped me the same way because of we hear all kind of music. I always say that for fun. Even in Paris, even a white racist person would still dance Arabic on a huge Arabic hit in France. That's so funny. He would still be like, okay, yeah, and he would still be racist, but he would love to eat the best Arabic food. We call it couscous, Moroccan food.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, honestly.
Music has no borders, you know?
Music has no borders. So yeah, with music, there's no racism. It's incredible, I think. I studied music there too. I went to a classical conservatory, so I started with piano.
But that was like basically college, or is that high school, or when did that conservatory start?
I was in primary school, or because it's weird. In France, we call école primaire means primary school. We're cool with that. After that, it's collège, but it has nothing to do with the college you say in America. So I'm an American too. I don't know why I'm showing you, because it's a different part of me, French, American. It's funny. So after, basically I was in college. How do you call it?
In high school, I think.
High school?
Yeah.
No, it's still different. It's
really?
Because
in like Spanish, it's a colegio, but it's actually like high school, I feel like.
No,
so
high school is lycée.
Oh, okay.
Before
middle
going to
school?
university. Yes.
Middle school.
All
right, there it
we
is.
call it college, yeah.
That makes absolute no sense, but
yeah,
okay.
It's so fucking weird. Wow. Can we say at times F words?
Yeah, of course, you can say it. But let me ask you, before you went to go and actually like go to school for it,
yeah,
surely there was like an interest, like you showed signs of interest or talent, whether it's singing or whether it was instrumental.
Yes.
My first question is, were there people in your family that like kind of like were already in it, and you kind of from the very early age you grew up to it, or were you the first one?
Definitely my mom. My mom has an amazing voice. She used to sing a lot when she was from a very young age. She even sang in radio Ahvaz.
Okay.
Because she grew up in Ahvaz, and
did she used to perform as well, or
she was performing too?
Amazing.
Even in the school, she was always the best. She even had the opportunity to perform for the king and the queen of
Amazing.
Iran, Shah and Farah. So
I never knew that.
she received some kind of prize. I saw the video, and
I'm sorry. What style did she sing?
I mean, she was young, but she was truly in love with Marzieh.
Okay.
And she has a huge inspiration from Marzieh, but she also listened to a lot of modern music. But once she really was becoming professional, and her parents, my grandparents, saw serious offers from producers, and like shit was going.
Yeah, it's getting real.
Getting real. And that's when, because of the old school thinking, even though my grandparents were super modern, but it's super modern back in the time.
Yeah.
So maybe for a lady who did not get married yet and becoming professional, and it could have maybe awkward meaning, or so basically, especially the grandmother, her mom, stopped that, and but basically she lived her dream, I think, through me. So I really feel whatever I do, I'm doing it with my mom, because she's always there supporting me. And from the first step, from me starting to the piano, they bought a piano back in the time in Paris. Buying a piano, it's a huge deal.
So would you say that she was your first coach?
Oh yeah.
So she was vocally training you, and did she play instruments too?
I think it's musically training me. Vocally, not necessarily yet, but it was more the piano, anything that had to do with music, piano. But she was singing, I was playing piano. I was secretly singing because I was extremely shy.
Yeah.
Until...
Wow, a lot has changed.
Yeah. My main instrument was piano, then bass, then percussion, and my big brother Babak, who's the oldest brother. I have two older brothers, but he's the oldest one. He was a big inspiration mostly in the R&B scene, and like Stevie Wonder, whatever, the reggae culture. And when I say the reggae culture, it's not only Bob Marley, because he was a real fan of reggae. When you talk to a real fan of reggae, you realize that there's not only Bob Marley, even though he's the king, but there's, I don't know, Burning Spears, there's Steel Pulse, there's LKJ, Mr. Linton Kwesi Johnson, there's so many singers, and so I have a big culture of reggae too. and of black influence. So then he realized I was a lot into Michael Jackson. It's like, I get it, it's amazing, but you need to start kind of your music masterclass to Stevie Wonder. Now I see that you kind of like singing and stuff like that. You have to realize that Stevie Wonder technically is something incredible.
This is such an incredible blessing, especially as an Iranian, correct me if I'm wrong here, that you had such support from your mother and your brother.
Yeah.
You know, usually, you know, if somebody wants to become a singer, Iranian singer, it's the whole family that's probably saying, no, go become lawyer, doctor, whatever it may be. How much of an impact has it had on you for having such supportive relationships from your mom and your brother and probably other family members too?
Well, it's a huge blessing, honestly, because especially at a young age, I believe you're not especially that smart. You don't know what's good, what's bad. This is when you really are discovering yourself, your senses. So musically, they open doors for me. You know, when they see, oh, it has potential to something, they're pushing me. So I feel blessed. But I guess the biggest controversy, maybe, I don't know, I think it's the right word, is between studying for a normal job, because it's because when you say I want to be a singer, a musician, especially in our culture, you know it very good. It's very weird, because what you want to do with music, how many examples do we have of people who will make it, who won't, who can pay their rent through music, and there's a truth too. I get why they could get worried, because sometimes they love music, but they don't do anything to become really professional and make money. It's just, okay, you play good, but what, do you have a plan? You know? So I think my parents were cool enough, first of all, because that was the deal. I was studying normal, I don't know how you call it, but normal studies. So I went to the Sorbonne, which is a very known, actually, university in France, Sorbonne. And so I went to university, which kind of made them feel really good. So that was the deal. And I pursue my music career in a professional way with plans. And they saw people around us, from the families to other people, respecting me. And my mom, my family is super educated. So it makes it, they're super open-minded, but it's also super awkward. Like, okay, music, but we still feel we have a responsibility towards our son. So they're very open-minded, but what are you going to do? That we're here for you, but what you going to do? So when they saw that my dad is a big engineer, when he saw his friends, doctors, engineers, lawyers, saying, Mr. Like, do you understand, like, how great your son is? Do you understand what he's doing at his age? Do you understand how different he is? And he was like, wow, yeah, okay. So in that sense, my dad, in the very logical way that 2 + 2 4, because he's very logical.
Engineer,
yeah. He really, anything makes sense, he gave his blessing. So my dad actually really gave me his blessing too. So, and I needed, from a man point of view, the man of the family, it was amazing to have my dad.
So back when you were like a teenager and they obviously saw your talents flourishing, what was their vision for you as a professional artist? Was it Iranian pop star, or what was it? Or did they just want to see where it goes?
They wanted to see where it goes, but obviously they right away saw that through my personality that I could be in front. They start seeing my first little gigs, that I was not shy. I like to show myself. I have personality, so they saw a potential for me maybe to become famous. Now, how? It's very complicated, but we were in France.
There's no real formula.
Yeah, the formula is, but they saw me starting to make my first penny. Which was obviously, it started in the street, which was a very scary part. Yeah. But at the same time, I was going to university, so it was like, okay, anyways, he's going to university. He's on the side, he's studying music, and he's getting the street thing that we're like, what the hell does it mean?
So a lot of people might not know the story. I know a lot of people have heard it, but literally your first money generating element was in the streets of Paris. Tell us more about it.
So because I met my actual music director, Hakim, who's a French Algerian and he's like my big brother.
Great
honestly.
guy.
You know him very well. He's my bass player, my music director. Once I came to, I was a singer of Black Cats. Right away, I brought him with Chabo Chapare. We brought him from Paris. So that's the guy we're talking about. I met him because I met his ex-girlfriend back at the time, who was Serbian. She was the waitress of a Persian Iranian restaurant in Paris. So I was a kid. I didn't even have my full height, I think. But I was playing piano. I know the owner of the restaurant. His name is Suren. Everybody knows him in France for some reason. You know, he's a singer. I believe he's Andy's cousin too.
Okay.
So it's funny. So I love that guy. He saw me as a kid growing up, and then he saw me when I was first playing piano. Then he saw me singing. He was like, what the hell? That's Suren, the owner of the restaurant. And then when I attended university and I was still going to that restaurant and singing, showing off and singing some Stevie and stuff. Then there was this waitress. I think her name was Karine. She saw me. I was like, oh my God, I have to introduce you to my boyfriend. He's a bass player. I was like, oh, whatever. And his name is Hakim. I was like, are you sure he's French? I mean, yeah, he's Algerian French. And okay. So I saw Hakim coming, but it was not the Hakim I was expecting. It was an elegant Hakim, very different with a Middle Eastern that I would see, you know, like for me, it was a Charles Hakim, you know, it was not a Hakim, it was Charles, you know, like I was like, you're so different. Anyways, so he heard me, he was like, shit, he sings like a black dude, like he sings like Stevie Wonder, whatever, and he loved Stevie Wonder. So anyways, it's like, what you want to do? Did you think what you want to do with this?
You were how old here? 17?
I think I was 18,
okay.
17, 18, 19, and I started to sing. Because I realized I could sing in university in the cafeteria. I didn't know I was singing. I was secretly practicing, but just for me. But I would imitate people. I was shy to sing with my own voice. Either I would imitate opera, like, whoa, or I would imitate Michael Jackson, which in a way was getting closer to one of the aspect of my voice. So I said that story all the time, but I was singing I thought there was nobody in the cafeteria. So that's when I was testing myself singing, but I had no idea I could sing. So I did, I kill but not alone, I am here with you. So it's Michael Jackson voice kind of, but it's still close to my voice. I don't want to really push, and I want to be breathy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's one of the R&B technique, let's say, you know, just yeah. You could think of it as Michael Jackson. And my friend heard me. I didn't know she was here. It was a great friend, a great pianist. Her name is Nora Kervokian, who's an Armenian, and great pianist. And she came. Oh my God! I was like, "Are you here?" I turned red. I was so shy. She was like, "Do you fucking realize that you can sing?" Of course. In French.
Yeah.
Non, mais est-ce que tu te rends compte que tu chantes? Like, no, you're making fun of me. Shut up. No. It was fucking mess.
Messed.
I was so shy because when I sing and somebody hear me, it's like I'm naked. It's so awkward because my mom never actually. My mom has a big influence with me, but she never really opened the path for me for singing, because singing was not an option, and because I was so scared of my mom. I'm just a great pianist.
Yeah.
So singing in front of my mom, even if I was trying, I was imitating, so I was not being me. And right away she was like, you know what, shut up, just play piano. Which could sound mean, but maybe it's not her fault too, because I don't think we were both not honest on the way we introduce each other. I mean, I was not honest. So until Nora realized, then she called other friends, and that took weeks for me to sing in front of other friends. And then they realized that, does your mom know? No, oh my God, I can't. Anyways, we had a meeting with my mom. So, Madame, we need to talk to you. Your son is very shy. He cannot sing in front of you because he thinks that, what? And my mom has this, she's super, super cool, but she has some type of teacher thing in her DNA with her glasses. Oh yeah, so my son sings. Interesting, you know. So that already kills me. Yeah. She's like, and she looked at you like this. Oh yeah, so they're telling me that you sing. I didn't know that. Well, please, you know, she has this attitude. Oh my God, was avant-gardist. You know, yes. She's even back in the time. We come from a family that even during the time of Shaw or whatever, my mom would listen to James Brown, Michael Jackson, Kool and the Gang, like a lot of non-Persian stuff.
So she gave the blessings for you to then go perform in the streets. Is that basically
To
what
go
happened?
perform and pursue my career, yes, but the streets, she didn't really understand it. And when she started in a spiritual way when she started understanding it, then she still was one part as a Persian educated woman was bothering her. It was the part that is, okay, I might get it what you're saying, and I see you happy singing in the street. I get it how you're teaching us, but I cannot say that to my family, to my friends, or
Mardum chi migan.
yeah, because when they think we don't have money, but it's not necessarily the case, you know. So that's the part I was like, listen, I decide how people, because if I go with that vibe, I believe in me when I sing in the street, when I say it's the best school, the best experience, they get it. I trust people. But if I have doubt and I'm like, and I see it as something cheap, they will see it as something cheap. So that was the thing that I was trying to convince my mom, and then she started getting it, like, wow, people are like, wow, you sing in the street, because it's not because I'm singing in the street, because it's the way I'm telling my story and how excited I am. And when I sing somewhere better, I'm like, that's my school here. That's why I can sing in front of more people now and being great in a jazz bar or in a big private party. It's because I owe it to the streets. And then she has to see reactions. Oh, okay, well, I guess it's great then, you know. So it took years.
What would you say was the greatest experience you got out of performing? Is it confidence to sing? Is it being able to play to a diverse audience? Is it was the money good? You know, like what was it that like really like helped out?
For back in the time, money could be sometimes interesting when there was a lot of tourists, but honestly, that was not the number one motivation. And sometimes we would actually give the money to a homeless.
Amazing.
Yeah, or we buy something, or then we will share it, or we go eat something all together. But the main goal of this was the joy we could get, because it was everything but fake. It's so the truth. Performing in front of people who did not choose you and you did not choose them. So whatever happens is the reality. You cannot fake that. And I don't know, it was so amazing. It was so, and we even did it the hard way, not even in a luxury way like some do, like with amp or wireless amp, whatever, I don't know how to call it, but with battery or we were not even...
It was all acoustic, basically?
Yeah, all acoustic. And plus, we were not even legal, because some of them could get some type of, I don't know, license or agreement with the...
Like permitting and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, not us. And it was harder for us to get because we were good. So when you're good, it's a little bit harder for you to get this. It's very awkward, bro. So I was singing in the streets. We were calling it... Hakim was calling that hold-ups. We were doing hold-ups in front of cafeterias. Hold-ups because we can do only 3-4 songs very quick. Thank you very much for music, blah, blah, blah. And cops could come. So for fun, we were calling that like robbing, making hold-ups. Like. But the only place where we were still illegal but was tolerated because of the culture was in Montmartre, which that's where I proposed to my wife.
Yeah.
With the same musicians, actually.
Wow.
And that's because it was illegal, but because of the history of France and there, it was tolerated. Sometimes police would stop us, but sometimes they would let it go because it's part of the culture. But other places was not tolerated, so cops could even take our guitar and the funny thing is with cops is some cops would be gentle, they would appreciate it and wait for the end of the songs, and some would not just stop, and people would be like, ooh. So it's very interesting. But it was tough. And you would also deal with drunk people sometimes. Maybe someone would throw something to you just out of jealousy or just not being completely high, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was reality. It was so good. It was so French,
raw,
authentic. And you had to learn to sing loud, you had to learn to be fucking good. You had to be good, there was no choice.
And be able to take that type of negative criticism builds up a lot of strength and confidence over time.
Exactly, and believe me something, my first star feeling started in the street. Because when you saw all the girls or whatever looking at me sometimes, can I take a picture with you? I was like, what the fuck, this is amazing. This is
Is
crazy.
is in the streets the place where you realize that I want to make this a profession? Like, was that the validation that you needed? Like this is it. I'll do whatever it takes
yeah.
to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
So then, was the next big break the Black Cats?
Next break before Black Cats was starting to make a little bit more serious money through. After, of course, I was doing cafe concert. That's not in the street, but jazz bar, whatever. But the next part when I start tasting a little bit of bigger money, which still was nothing, I swear to God, but we going back in the time with the life I had, was the private party. And we started to do actually a lot of, most of them, Jewish private party.
They're still in Paris.
Paris.
Okay.
So not singing Farsi, nothing. I was singing English. First language was English. My first language in singing, I insist, I was in France, was English, because all the songs with Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Cool and the Gang, whatever. So Stevie, obviously, honoring Stevie nonstop. But I also realized that I had a talent with singing other languages. So and it was great for private parties. So I started singing a lot in, obviously, French, because it was my first language. Farsi too. English, Arabic and Hebrew too. So when I was hired to sing in a big orchestra, mostly in the Jewish community, Jewish orchestra, sometimes they would hire me even to sing also a couple Hebrew songs, because I had
Some
a talent to sing
Habanagila?
them. It could be, yeah, Habanagila, or just pop song, because I could sing them without accent. Or I would sing like just Arabic song, like from Rashid Taha or Sheb Khaled, like Abdel Qadir.
Comme c'est.
That's actually mostly French.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But good one. But
we're going to get to how all these talents led to us collaborating with the Alabina. But
yes.
So you were doing all these private parties, so you saw opportunities
Exactly.
to make this a career, and you know you're building your brand and band.
And then I wanted to go. Now I was thinking more to become a star. What should I do? Like. So the one problem that I had producers that were very interested in me, like, oh, this is a hit, but we need to change that. The problem is, I knew I was good, but I was not open enough. No, I'm not going to change the chorus. I'm sorry. So this is maybe one of the mistakes that I did, or I didn't know how to be open. I was like, I had my pride. I know I'm good. So I have a big producer who wants to invest, but you need to change this just a little bit, the chorus. And I was like, no.
These were your original songs that other people were changing, and you wouldn't want to change it?
My
Okay,
original song, my lyrics, but especially it was just for the melody or the production, and I was a bit, I don't know, because I was doing everything.
It's interesting how you consider that as like one of your regrets, because...
I'm not maybe not a regret, I don't know, but definitely I learned to be a little bit more, but to give a little bit, because then doors open, and then I can become... You need to learn to open few doors, because then you wait to have power, and then... decide more.
And the only reason why I'm saying this is because at the end is because you're the artist. You've been writing the songs, you've been writing the music. So, but you know, basically you always should be open to criticism and constructive feedback,
100%.
especially if they are experienced and they could open up those doors.
Exactly.
So, but obviously, one big door opened up, and it was the Black Cats. You know, the biggest Persian pop group.
Yeah. But what happened with Black Cats is that I started to do a lot of audition in France. And I would get to the steps like getting on TV, like, you know, kind of like American Idol, but in France back in the time.
You were performing those
Idol
kind of things?
was not existing, but other shows.
Yeah.
And I would get to the TV level, let's say, where.
Interesting.
But then I would see a lot of injustice, and like even the singers themselves would say, I don't know why.
Why do you think that is?
Because I think it's bullshit. Because there's a lot of ugly stuff that is behind that is not
because Middle Eastern, Persian, was that kind of...
It's a mixture of things, politics, nonsense, and but it was too obvious. So I started being disgusted with that, and but I still see I could make more effort. But I felt that this part of France or Europe, I did not like it.
Yeah,
it's like we have an expression. In French, we say le talent rapporte ses fruits. That means talent bring back maybe fruits. You know, it's like when you have a lot of talent, you're gonna see the result. I did not feel that. I don't know if I translated right.
No,
but
I
I'm saying-
totally get it. I mean, you saw a cap. You were like,
Yeah,
you
there's
know
a
what?
cap.
I'm limited. This is it. I'm not going to be able to break through over here.
Yeah, or if you need to break that, it needs to get really ugly. You need to become fake with some stuff. And I don't want to go too much through details, but it was disgusting. So because I was sensitive and I think I was a true artist in my soul, in my heart, I got heartbroken with that. But very fast I was like, you know what? I need to continue in another country. I have this American dream. Mm-hmm. So that's where we get to Black Cats. So by the way, even for the show Lion King, I was chosen from the Germany official Lion King to be, I don't remember what was the name of, Simba, I think. Mm-hmm. I was chosen.
You mean the movie?
Yeah. The music theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was a huge deal. So they did in the whole Europe.
You were the voice of
for France. I was the #1 chosen.
That's awesome.
For that. But at the same time, I had an opportunity to go to America, and I was opportunity. So I just decided to go to America. I wanted to live in America. Black Cats was not even a start.
Yeah, you saw the movie Coming to America. You're like, I
Just
want to be
dream.
Eddie Murphy and Arsenio.
Yeah.
Exactly. But let me ask you something. So as great as it would appear for an young Iranian guy to join Black Cats, considering that your background had been mostly non-Iranian, were you, as they say, dodel? Like, were you like, man, but Black Cats, yeah, it's cool, Persian pop, it's great. The Kamran Human, Ebi, Sharam Shapare, all these people you have, it's a history, it's a legendary. Yeah. So you have that, but at the end it's Persian.
Yeah.
So was it still an easy decision when that opportunity came? You're like, of course, 100% Black Cats. Or did you have to sit down and think?
No, absolutely not. It happened naturally, but it was absolutely not something natural first. And even though it naturally happened, but at first, that was absolutely not my goal to go to work in the Persian community, especially the way I would see it and I would see my style. Even though I would hear singers that I love, don't get me wrong, but it had nothing to do with me. And everything was so Persian. Either traditional or just Persian pop. Like when I say Persian, it's like kind of like Moin type, very Middle Eastern notes. So that was very far from me, especially with the singing. So what happened is like I just had this American dream. I need to go to America. I went to Vegas. So I wanted to. That's when things changed. I went to Vegas. I saw like big producers of shows, whatever, like agents. I was like, oh, amazing. I started playing piano, singing French, everything. And it was like, oh my
Persian?
God. No.
Oh, okay.
There's no Persian.
Oh, I see.
I was not even interested. Persian was not even an option for me.
Got you, okay.
So we're in Las Vegas, I'm talking to Americans, like, and the person was like, first of all, so okay, I want to hire you, but what's your situation with your visa? So you have a work permit, right? What's that? No, I didn't know anything. I was like, oh, but visa tourist? Oh my God, that's complicated. Oh, no. So very fast I realized
doors
that
closed.
I need a sponsor. This is how I realized what a sponsor is, work permit, whatever. And just to make it short, basically, one of the serious offer that I heard that could affect me is find a Persian sponsor, because somebody who would love me, who would do something, whatever. But it happened that I met Shahbaz Shapareh through a mutual friend, and because Shahbaz Shapareh was actually extremely different with other Persians, because Black Cats already had some type of hip hop, sometimes R&B, sometimes rock, non-Persian. So it was a mixture of something that was completely different, and I did not know Black Cats, honestly. I did not know Shahbaz Shapareh when I met him. I thought it's like...
Really? You did not even know him at all?
Yeah. I thought the person was pronouncing his name wrong, saying Shahbaz Shapareh. I'm saying, you mean Shahram Shapareh? No, Kamyar. Shahbaz is the older brother. Actually, he's the main one who did realize the Quincy Jones of Iran, whatever. I was like, what the fuck? So I met him, and I right away realized that there's a couple of songs from Black Cats that I knew, but I didn't know it was Black Cats. And slowly everything started making sense. And when I start to talk about music, oh, he knows Stevie Wonder, James Brown. Oh my God, he's Iranian Persian, but I can have a talk with him talking about music, notes. He understands everything I'm saying. He understands the blues. He understands my goal. And he's believing in what I want to do in case I go to the Persian market. And he was believing in me. So I saw that he wants to take the risk. Okay, I'm making it really short, but to be very honest, I was very porru. How do you want to translate that in English? It's very hard.
Well, not arrogant, but cocky, perhaps.
Maybe some say cocky, even though I think I was
super
honest.
confident. Yeah.
He wanted, I say the truth now, and I love Shabo. Shabo wanted to add me to Kamran Human. This is like, I don't know if I ever said that before in public, but he wanted to be the third singer. I was, call it cocky, honest, arrogant, whatever, but I was so true. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
I
don't think that you even meant it in like a negative. It's just you knew that musically it wasn't going to blend probably. Like it just didn't make sense to you.
Yeah, even though I was respecting Kamran Human because already they were a fan of Michael Jackson. They were doing things different. But me, I was more a bad boy. I was more street bad boy. I didn't want. I would see some stuff like
poppy.
I would see it like toys. I was like, no, I'm like, I have ripped jeans. I was wearing baggy. I was wearing Sean John. I was like in a hip hop mode, R&B,
spiky hair,
classy R&B actually. Yeah. So I was like, no way, Jose.
Yeah. and he so what happened then? Because then he basically just said, okay, you'll be the next chapter?
Yeah, so then it took time because like, oh my God, Kamyar is making it complicated even though I want to produce. If he started producing my solo album, he realized like, okay. But because I didn't accept that, it was starting to take time. So even I got mad at him. I started not talking to him because I realized he's taking too long for him to, I make it super short, man. But he's taking too long for him to bring me to US until one day, and I remember I was mad at him. I was crying on the phone. You know why you don't even believe in that? I was like next to my parents crying, don't call me ever. I was so pissed. But then 3 weeks after that, something happened. You know what, Kamyar, I know you're mad at me, but let me tell you something. Kamran Human are gone. So whatever you think I was doing right, wrong, I was lying or not lying, right now, they're gone. So regardless, even if it's not you, I need fucking someone in Black Cats. So now. So you want to be the one? I make everything happen right now. Yes or no? I was like, yeah, but Black Cat is going to be my style too. Yeah, okay, basically we're going to both compromise. And he was like, shit, I have to compromise a lot. Like, Shabo, so we're going to call it Black Cat's next level. We need to say it's going to be something different, guys, you know?
And one of your contingencies was Hakim has to come with me too, right? Like he knew that. It's part of your extension.
Exactly, but not very beginning. But right away when I see that Brent, the amazing bass player, was leaving, I saw a spot. I was like, Hakim. I was like, Schubert, Shabo, you have to believe me. This guy is incredible. You can count on him. He's good looking. He's tall. He's amazing. And then he came. They basically tried him and they saw he's funky as hell. He understands 6/8 music, so it was amazing. I mean, and I respect Shabo because he believed in me when even if other believed in me, like, oh my God, Kamyar is great, but it's not going to work in the Persian market. But he took the risk that we're going to change things.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys, you had some big shoes to fill because, you know, Kamran Human really did a great job during that time with Black Cats. And I feel like you did a great job of being yourself and creating a whole new version of Black Cats that still kept authentic Black Cats feel, but with the Kamyar signature, you know? And so that was cool. And I feel like it was very well received. Like, would you say that when you came on and you did Black Cats for that period, I think it was 4 years, I believe?
Yeah,
2004 to maybe 2008, I think. So, like the crowd was receptive and you got great experience and great exposure?
Yeah. Seriously, our first song was Nemi Khamet, which becomes a hit with Alec Cartio. So I think, I'm just saying the truth, that the level of production of video completely changed with Nemi. People back in the time, they know that. With our video, Nemi Khamet, with Alec Cartio, he changed the standard of music video quality. And it was at the same time Nemi Khamet and Boro Boro of Arash together. We were in the studio. It was like, shit, our songs are so similar with Indian flavor. It was crazy.
And the music video was very cool, you know, outside in the desert. Was it desert?
No, that one is June Khodet.
Oh, June Khodet. Oh, yeah.
It was first Nemi Khamet, then
it was
June then June Khodet, Majnoon, whatever. So things changed. But people also saw me in live singing and in TV. Like, even when I was doing cover song, they never heard someone singing Hello from Lionel Richie like that, or doing, I don't know, French song La Bohème with vocal, you know, different type. So I think they saw something completely different. The difference was a big deal. And I wanted to break all the walls of all the limits we had with the scale of the notes, the culture of how you, I don't know, like just singing, even if it's 6/8 music, like Majnun, Bia bia delam barat tange, it's on the blues scale. It might be 6/8, but like I always like to give it this example. Let's sing this melody much slower. It's a fucking blues. Bia bia delam barat tange, june mani aziz dordune. Yay! It's completely blues.
That's right.
You know? And that was Bia Bia Delam Barat Tange. So that's what we accomplished. And that was with the help of Schubert too. Like having the ghair of 6/8, but with the feeling of rhythm and blues.
How much influence did you have on those songs? Did you write those lyrics together, or like how were you producing the music as well?
I produced 2 of the songs. One was Arebat, which was one of the most symbolic Kamyar song, which musicians and the intellectual ones are like, Kamyar is Arebat, because that's where I show the vocal, I show gospel, I show stuff that were never done. But there was a part who did absolutely not understand it. But until today, when you talk to musicians, they're like, Arebat.
Definitely.
It's funny. But and Los Angeles, that was super R&B, a little bit more ghetto. The one that was like, anything could happen in Los Angeles. Yeah, it was super extreme though. But I was like, you know what, fuck it. We have so many songs, let's have 2 that are more extreme, you know. But on the other song, I don't know if that was said ever or not, doesn't matter, I say it. But I had a lot of influence on the song. I was not officially the one who wrote the lyrics, or especially not the lyrics, but not the melody. But I definitely in the production and some part of the melody had influence, because I was like, no, we should sing it like this, or let's do this, you know. Like all the parts, tell me who we are, the funky cats, tell me who we are. I completely did that part.
Very nice.
Yeah. Or Mia Yazin Vara Gozari Dello Harja, which back in the time we call it in France ragamuffin. Because it's not reggae, it's not rap. It's aggressive notes, which is ragamuffin, kind of like Shabba Ranks. I don't know if you guys know.
I don't know about that one.
Or Sean John, in reality, his style of singing, in reality, is ragamuffin.
I actually saw a video about him recently about how he completely just changed his voice.
Yeah.
Like that's not even his entire voice. Like he's literally faking the entire thing. It's pretty amazing.
Actually, you know the song "Murder She Wrote"?
Yeah.
Murder She Wrote. That's ragamuffin. No.
Oh yes. This is. Wow. So you're the first definitely to introduce that to Persian music.
Yeah, ragamuffin.
There was no ragamuffin. I don't think
no
before
ragamuffin.
or after.
No.
That was it. Speaking of after, so then you turned the chapter into going on your own.
Yeah.
How challenging was that? How scary was that for you?
It was super scary.
Yeah.
Super exciting, but super fucking scary.
Was it your decision to leave? Or mutually?
I mean, from my part, and if I have to consider Hakim too, yes. It was both me and Shahbal's decisions. We still try to see if we can collaborate, obviously, but we saw that what we want is extremely different. And I think because I really wanted to be me, and I really
so once again you reach another cap.
Yeah.
And you were like, I want to break more barriers.
Yes, but truly it was not because of pride, because I had too much stuff to say. I had too much words to say. I had too much a personality where I know what I want. In my concert, I want to talk now to the crowd. I felt that, you know. But for the time I was in Black Cats, I never felt in jail. It was amazing. It's just that a bird that now can, you know,
why?
It's time to fly, but it's super scary, you know. You can either die or you see the first time you want to.
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know all the backstories of every single Black Cats member, but I really love and respect Shahbal for the opportunities he's created for so many artists, you know, and like,
oh my God,
you know, so he's creating it as a stepping stone. Like, I feel like the artists and Black Cat and Shahbal, they know that it's a short period of time, on a 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and you do what you can with that period, and then you know you're gonna have doors open, and then what you do with it after, it's all you. So you were scared, you were nervous.
Yeah, and I think from comparing with other separation, which you know there were scandals in Black Cats sometimes, a lot of time, because it's tough, I guess. I think my separation with Black Cats was the most romantic and and emotional. Where the last gig, me and Hakim in the kitchen, we went at the break to just to have nobody. we were crying loud. And that's when Shahbal, Schubert came, we were all hugging, crying together. We were crying because I loved I love Shahbal, and I knew it was a scary moment, and I honestly didn't know what's going to happen, because now I have to become my own Shahbal Shapare, and he's a god at what he does. But Shahbal Shapare was the best school for me anyways. I learned, I studied his DNA, I swear to God. Every move he made, every reaction he had on the phone, everything. So definitely, I think musically, to deal with the business side, I became a man.
Yeah.
With Shahbal's help.
Shahbal definitely deserves all the flowers from Iranian community. I mean, I don't think. I just hope that everybody shows him all the love that he deserves.
I think he because he's here, and I hope he will be there another 100 years. But now that he's here, and he's healthy and everything, I still don't understand why nobody was able somehow to put Ye Shab Buzurg Dasht and something. How would we call it in English?
Farewell tour, kind of
not necessarily a tour, but even one special night, like we had for Behruz Vusuri, one night where to honor him.
Yeah, the Iranian community in general has not done that for enough people until they're gone, unfortunately. I'm glad Shadam was able to get his farewell tour at least, even though it was postponed due to the Women Life Freedom stuff. But in general, some of our great artists, they don't get their due credit when they're here, and so hopefully somebody will organize something to make sure that Shahbal gets all that and more. So then you went on your solo journey with multiple hit songs. The first one was John, when you did the solo, no?
The first song that came out, so I know actually my first song that came out was not part of the album. It was a song that I had to survive. I felt hungry. Oh my God, I don't want to die. People have to know that I'm Kamyar, that I didn't die, because a lot of people, when they leave like us, it doesn't necessarily always end well. So as far as me, I released the song Ye Bus Bede. Ey dad khanum baz dobare gharq ye bar to ham, anyways, which I brought Shahbal Shapare in the music video too. I think he had the role of a psychiatrist, so he was a pop psychiatrist. It was funny, but which confused people too. So is Black?
Are you together or are you not together?
And I think I did that because out of love and out of maybe fear.
Respect.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Now I say that, but I don't know if it was fear. It was definitely out of love, but was it because I had some fear too? I needed him to be there. I don't know. But
you still needed the training wheels on.
Yes,
before they go completely
something
off.
Okay, now we can go.
That's great. Yeah.
So, but I love having him. It was great. And so Ye Bus Bede, and after that, we were working on our album. I met Payam Shams, who was a big page of history in my life, because he did the mix master of all my songs that I think we produced, me and Hakim. We were called Natural Vibe Productions. But one of them, he mix mastered all the songs. I think I had 8-9 songs, but he produced fully one of the songs. He arranged it. That was John. So the name of my album was Dobare, which was my song Dobare, which really became one of my biggest hits.
For sure.
Dobare, and there was John, there was Nazdik Man, that was a big hit.
That's right. Very cool music video for that one too.
Oh my God.
That was the one that was all reverse, right?
No,
it wasn't that one. Okay.
That's with the worm.
Oh, okay, and the office stuff.
Yeah. And which kids usually loved it, but some of them were super scared. 90% they were loving it. So it's funny. And Dare Bavar Hamishe was everything in reverse. So at that time, we really tried to do things so different. Every music video was thought, what am I going to do that nobody did, or almost nobody, or nobody in the Persian community? John was this motion video, whatever, with picture, Dare Bavar Hamishe, everything in reverse. I mean, what else?
Yeah, you could tell that there was an artist behind it. It wasn't just a factory music video. Everything was just a unique touch, and you had your signature.
Actually, you remind me of something. Nazdik Man, it was my Jim Carrey moment, because I really always felt I had a Jim Carrey in me, where with the comic, with the when I'm talking about the
Interesting.
previous Jim Carrey, like
Yeah.
the one that's
Yeah, and
you
then
know
when-
like
when-
the
yeah.
craziness and so
Ace
I was-
Ventura,
yeah, with
and
all,
so-
yeah. So
I love
because
Jim
because
Carrey.
it's a reality. I'm a clown. You're always young
For
because
sure.
and you know that.
Of course.
You know through my
I love that about you.
through my text
Yeah.
message, you know, you could be shocked sometimes.
You are definitely the emoji king, and
Yeah.
it's hard to outdo me. But you sure make
but
the best out of
secretly you love it. You don't want to.
I always love it. I always say that the funniest voice notes that I get are from you. So your creativity expands all the way to emojis and voice notes.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, even whenever I text you, I'm like, okay, even if it's not about releasing a song, if it's just to come up with a new bullshit, I'm like, okay, I don't want my friend Iman to be bored. I already said that reply, that emoji, that bullshit. I need to come with a new concept. And ask my wife, she knows that. It's like, what you doing? You're being creative, Hutan. Who are you talking to? It's like, why are you spending so much time on this? Because I need to make him laugh, and I already said that next week. I need to come up with a new bullshit for Iman to make him laugh. It's like, you're crazy.
Always entertaining.
I swear it's true.
Always entertaining. Hey, I love it. Thank you so much for caring so much about constant entertainment. So correct me if I'm wrong. So you had your solo career launching, and you're starting to make your rounds, and people are starting to see that you are really a unicorn in the Iranian community. Like your style of singing and bringing the components of a musician. There's really hasn't been that many people like you. I know I'm fast forwarding a lot. But I will. I want to pause for a second. How much fun we had in the Alabina U.S. and Canada tour.
Oh yeah.
And I just want you to kind of share your stories, because I know you had a lot of admiration for Ishtar and Alabina growing up. So you share a little bit about that experience that we did together.
I mean, first of all, since I was, I think a kid, yeah, at least a teenager, who did not love Ishtar Alabina? She was like a. Honestly, I'm being honest, she was like her beauty, her voice, her dancing, it was in this Middle Eastern flavor and mixed with gypsy. Back in the time, I swear to God, she was like a god. A god coming like in France, we call it a déesse, like this Greek
Goddess.
Goddess.
Yes,
I think
yes.
déesse is a goddess, of course. I know that word, obviously.
Yeah.
She was like a goddess, and it was like untouchable, like, Ishtar Alabina. And when you told me, like, there's a potential for this tour, I was like, fuck yeah. I mean, it was amazing. It was, in a way, an unexpected dream come true,
Nice.
And then we were in the backstage singing Habibi Ya Noor Al-Ain together.
That was beautiful.
We had a post that I think went pretty viral too. It was really cool. And I told her how much I love her, and she and the way she was, I think it's on one of my posts on Instagram, but the way she was talking about me, I was like, oh my God, wow. I was like,
What was the most memorable moment of that tour? Aside from this moment, I think this was special.
Yeah.
But on stage, we did Montreal, we did DC, we did LA 2 nights, we did New York.
yeah.
Oh my God, that was the one where Bass Street almost the ball,
Oh my
almost.
God.
That was
Wow.
one of those disco balls from
Yes.
above. Fell literally the same place that Bass Street at the time his
Yes.
manager was.
Yes,
Like
yes.
God was looking out for
Yeah,
him. That
yeah,
was just
if
he
he
was
was-
shell shocked the entire New York trip.
If he was 1 feet not away from this thing, I think he would
It would
not
have
be
done.
with
That
us.
was
No,
so incredible. I heard the thump of it. We were
Yeah.
aside,
it's
but
horrible.
very very fortunate. He
We also
definitely
had
got it.
we also had the fastest sound
Sound
check
check.
in the history. I almost thought that we won't be.
I think it was
able
3
to-
seconds.
Yeah, and he made Hakim cry. He
Oh,
barely
no.
cried, but he was like, he really felt like.
It was
very
a
tough.
it was a hectic tour with
Yeah.
with 2 big bands. Well,
Yeah.
they had a big band. You guys had your own crew, and it just timing.
Yes,
the
yes,
schedule it was just horrendous.
But
Unfortunately.
New York actually ended up being so amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching again my Instagram when I took a selfie video with the crowd of New York. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was packed. They were like,
It was warm. It was
I
warm.
loved it.
Yeah.
I loved me singing French. The experience I had, I think it was in Montreal. Where was it? There was a lot of French people. Montreal. So that I loved it, and LA, of course, was incredible.
Hometown.
too.
We capped it off with LA. 2 nights.
Incredible too, because we had so many Persians, Armenian, Arabs, everything. And of course, I was singing my songs, and I put some flavor with French, Arabic. So it was like And I like when I see I love building it up with the crowd.
Yes.
First I'm like, hey, and I'm like, I know how, it's like I'm cooking, you know?
And you know what? You curated truly the perfect set list for that show. And I know how important it was for you to make sure that you understood your audience and you knew your arsenal of music.
Yeah.
And you put together, and you changed it up for every city too, because you knew that in
Yes.
certain cities there was more of this and more of that.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why I knew you were like the perfect fit to make that show whole. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that so many people who are fans of Alabina but maybe never had known you, I just know how much they loved your performance. And, and that's a great thing. You go to a program where you're going to your favorite artist and you might not know the opening act and you're impressing those people.
Actually, some of her fans were not even Persian. They were completely, other nationalities.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And they start following me and asking, where can we see or
for sure.
you get your CDs or whatever. It was
the only city that might have actually had a lot of Iranians was LA, you know,
Yes.
but in New York and DC and whatever, maybe like 10-20% Iranian, but then she has her own fans that wouldn't know Iranians, you know. And so for
it was a beautiful mixture.
Yeah, for me it was just beautiful to kind of see it all come together, and I was just so proud of you because you really crushed every one of your sets. So
Thank you, bro.
It was
Thank
awesome.
you.
It was awesome to
and
witness.
it was awesome to have you in the
Much
tour,
love,
and you were
we had
such a
great
great influence, actually. Yeah.
Thank you,
honestly.
brother. So speaking of collaborations, one program that you were part of that created great collaborations with some legendary artists that we have was The Voice.
The Voice.
You being one of the judges there, accompanied by Leila Furuhar,
That's right.
Bijan Mortazavi, and Sogand. And you know, that show on NBC really did amazing. You know, it came out 2 years ago. It came out at a difficult time, but you guys still released it. And I mean, the production was what The Voice production was. You know, so great, same look and feel. And as an Iranian, especially as somebody that produced star musician with a shoestring budget, you know, like that's what I always wanted to do, you know, but I just didn't have that type of budget. So for me, it was such a proud thing to see. I just want Iranians to always produce great content, you know, and like great productions.
Of course.
I want our talented,
standard.
I want our talented Iranian singers and musicians to be able to showcase their talents on the best stages, you know. So it was great to see the fact that The Voice even was there, and it was even better to see you being one of the judges. You know, what a great selection that was. Tell us about that experience. Tell us about working alongside Bijan and Leila and Sogand.
Well, first of all, being next to two legendary singers like Leila Furuhar and Bijan was such an honor. It was cool, and it was such a huge contrast with my style and them, which was shocking people. But I think that shock was beautiful because actually these contrasts make the show. You want us to be very different.
Of course.
And of course, my sister Sogand, who's obviously more my generation, and we became really friends after.
She's awesome.
This show, like we're in touch. This show was one of the best experiences in my life, honestly, because it's not. I think it's only through that platform that I was able to sing, to say almost whatever I want, to laugh, to cry, to be intellectual, to be a clown, as I described before. You show every aspect of your personality, you know? And maybe there are some limits, but in general, you're showing everything. It's being you. It's not like you're on stage, grab the mic, sing, couple questions, thank you, bye. No, it's you're living with me. I'm coaching. I say almost whatever I want, so I can really be me. And I think not only people, a lot of people who were not necessarily my fans potentially became my fans, but even my fans, a lot of them didn't know the real personality of Kamyar. It's not only the star or the singer in music video. This is an opportunity to be you, and there was a lot of connection. Actually, there are people who didn't like even my style, that after, because of my personality, they saw my style and singing different. It was like, music's like, now I get it, wow, you know, like things are changing. I don't know, now, you know. Like maybe they didn't like, for example, as a singer, if the first time they heard, because it's not their style, if they heard Aslani, which is one of my favorite songs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I see people from a different type of, I don't know, that I was not expecting that. Asanya Vazio, because it's like, no, now I'm getting it. Now I'm wearing the right glasses or whatever filter to hear you, to see you. So for that, the voice was amazing. And I think it also, I discovered myself more. It was an experience with me, with my body, everything, my senses, to even be more me. Now I can keep that in the interviews more, which, you know, that's actually that started also, this change in interviews started also with Sina Valiola at Sina, because many years ago he helped me, he not coached me, no, but he pushed me to stop, don't let the conservative way, the standard, you know, get over your head.
Back or something.
Yeah. Just say, I'm not saying say bad words, but just say something right, wrong, who cares? Just be you. Because even if you say something bullshit, if it's natural, it's you, people accept it. This is what I learned really, I practice, is like, regardless if I say something right, wrong, or if it's a mistake, it could become beautiful because you're being you.
Yeah.
You cannot fake that to people.
And I really enjoyed that you really gave honest, constructive feedback, and you have the musical background to give it. So, and usually in a lot of these competitions, you see a lot of generic answers. You know, oh, you did wonderful, and whatever. And it's just like, come on, like, you're a judge. Be harsh. It's okay. Be honest.
Yes,
you know. And you know, you showed love where there was love to be shown. You gave compliments, and then if it wasn't that good, you were unapologetic,
yes.
but in a respectful way, you know.
Yeah.
And you were entertaining while you were.
So that's the thing with The Voice. The difference between The Voice and whatever country idol, American Idol, or the difference of the philosophy of both is that we actually, in reality, are not called judges in The Voice. We're called coaches. Judges, it's like you judge. You could be kind of like that guy Simon.
Yeah.
And you could be very,
yeah.
But you don't really have that in The Voice. Your coaches, even when you say something negative or extremely whatever, you have to say it in a way that it's sport.
Constructive feedback.
Constructive and sport. Your goal kind of is, even if you heard the worst thing ever, however you managed to say that she sucked and it wasn't good, she has to somehow leave with a smile, which sometimes it's extremely hard because seriously.
You have to be gentle, you know.
Yeah. but I like to be honest. Yeah.
So, we talked about collaborations. We talked about these artists that you worked with. There is one artist that also he was an artist that sings and also known for instrument. And we recently lost him. And I wanted for you to share any thoughts that you have about the iconic Farahmaz Aslani that you know, we really lost. A jewel in our community. You know. So anything that you'd like to share, any memories that you have, anything you'd like to share as an artist that, just like you, sang and played an instrument so masterfully.
First of all, Farahmaz Aslani, from my young age, because of my style that was completely non-Persian, he was a hero to me. I remember I really was a kid and I was like, why is this singer so different? For me, he was that's kind of like a Persian Julio Iglesias. You know? His style, his vibe, he was so honest. It was so pure. He's one of the most honest singer in the way he delivers the lyrics and sings. I said it before, but it's maybe never enough. It's whatever he does is always the perfect amount, not too much. It's the perfect amount. It's the perfect recipe. This is how it's supposed to be, and I think that's why anybody from any language, any culture, any nations love him when they hear him, because it's compatible to any culture.
Right.
I always say if you replace Ageyeruz with Farsi, Italian, Spanish, Arabic, any language, it sounds good, because this type of melody that is completely international.
I think it was actually translated to like multiple languages because of that.
Probably, but just the nature of the melody is universal. I think it's the language of heart. The notes and his vocal was the language of heart, that everybody agrees. Yeah. And he was a huge inspiration for me. I remember he invited me in one of the concerts. I sang Hello with his guitarist. I was like, wow, I will never forget. We did a couple shoots together, I believe, in festivals, stuff like that. I spend time with him. He knows how much I love him. He's a true gentleman, the pure
100%.
definition of a gentleman. I think his life was poetry. I think the glasses he's wearing, he sees poetry, the trees, the walk. He's a true artist.
True artist.
And I remember I always define artists like that. It's not only the way you sing, it's the way you walk, the say you see life, the way you see good and bad. You know, it's where you can see the good of anything, even the most horrible situation. You see something poetic, something, you know. And he was like that. Honestly, he was like that. He has aramesh. He has something that intellectual, spiritual. How do you say aramesh? Yeah.
Calmness.
He has a calmness, a Buddha in him. You know.
I mean, you mentioned two words that I would describe him: the true artist and a true gentleman. You know, like he was a kind, humble individual. You know, especially for the level of fame, to stay that grounded. You know, like it was a true artist, because a true artist doesn't do it for fame and the money. He was lucky enough, or we were lucky enough, to have him share his talent with us as authentically as possible.
Oh yeah, man. And I had in my tour, every single gig I had to sing a song, even if it was not part of the set list or whatever, but we
And you did an incredible tribute to him in Frankfurt, I believe.
It was in Stockholm.
Stockholm, and that was beautiful.
That's when it happened.
It was, you know, it was very shortly after too.
Yeah, and I got very emotional.
Yes.
I think I was not prepared, and I thought if I'm gonna have tears at max, it would be in the middle of the song or by the end of the song.
It was in the beginning.
I was just introducing the song, not even singing, that I couldn't even talk. I was like, oh my God.
Well, the good thing is that, you know, he has arguably the anthem of Iranian music, and so you had your fans supporting you and singing along. But I loved that you did that, and so Ruah Shad, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we take a moment to honor him and remember him.
Soul,
and his music will forever live on. And so you mentioned love, and so I feel like it's a perfect time to transition to, I believe, one of the last topics that I had. And you know,
is it a tough one?
It kind of. Well, you asked for this one. You know, you wanted to talk about relationships.
Oh,
you want to talk about love. You know, and what because I you know, for me, these conversations are really about making sure that the audience gets to know the true, authentic version of my guest. You know, and when I asked you if there's something you would like to talk about, you know, the first word that came out was, let's talk about sex, baby.
No. Let's talk about sex.
But you know, what was it about relationship that you wanted to talk about? Relationship about friends, relationship with wife, all that stuff.
I don't know. I think I just told you something very general to say. You're very blessed to talk about psychology, about love, about our culture, but I don't even know what I was referring to. It was very general. I thought you have maybe specific questions, but now it's challenging me more. But I think I think because maybe as an artist or whatever, I'm passionate about life, love, whatever, relationship, organic things, authentic things, and I see the more I don't know, it goes, time pass, and I see relationship based on the wrong thing. I see men and women introducing themselves to each other in the wrongest way, the fakest, the way that they want to attract this person. And I'm like, okay, and I remember I had this talk with many friends. I don't know, they like to talk to me about that. Maybe they think I'm saying, what is it that you said? Give 2 cents? I don't know.
Yeah, share the 2 cents or give 2 cents. Yeah.
But I'm like, listen, let me first ask you this. If you want a one-night stand, then what you're doing is right, because you want to impress the girl, or vice versa, whatever. Yeah. You want to impress, get what you want fast, the quickest way. So then you're doing a good job. Show your car, or just go rent an expensive car. Or I remember I used to have a BMW. Oh my God, I'm not going to say who. But that guy wanted my keys of BMW for some reason. Because I said, why do you want it? Because there's a girl I really want it. I think that's the best example to talk about love. And he was like, I was like, so you need my key? What is it? You want to just one night, boom, boom, done? Here's my key. He's like, no, I actually like her. I said, you like her, so do you see future with her? Say yes, but I need to give a good impression. Then I said, what you're doing, that's fucked up. I don't want to give you my BMW keys because you're giving her the wrong information. Do you think she's a good girl? She said, yes, but then if she's a good girl, why don't you want her as a good person to love you for what you are? Why you're lying for a start? This is just a very actually soft example. It's like, I don't understand what's all this game if you're looking for love. And because sometimes you're good, you're doing the right thing, it's just the person is bad. Okay, fine. She doesn't deserve you, or he doesn't deserve her, okay? Vice versa. I'm just talking about from a man point of view, don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's like, the girl actually potentially has all the good ingredients to love you, to be maybe the mother of your kids or whatever, the best partner, the best friend. But you as a good person you are fucking up from start because you're not allowing that person to love you for what you are.
You're putting up a facade.
So yes, again, I love the glasses metaphor. You're forcing her to wear a bullshit glasses to see something wrong. So even her, you're like influencing her to love something wrong. Or this man in LA, for example, you want to impress once or twice or be cute, it's fine. But if you want to buy everything for the woman, do everything, first of all, even if she was good, you're showing her something that is wrong. She's getting used to something that she maybe didn't even cross her mind. Oh wow, so that's how you are. So this is your language of love.
Yeah.
Like bands steakhouse every night, and this is normal, or I'm going to call my star friends or whatever. You know, even my friends, when sometimes they call me to impress a woman, I'm like, what are you trying to do? You know, I'm here for you, brother. But if you like her, don't get her used to that. I know all the stars, because you're giving the wrong thing, image. That pisses me off. And it's not pissing me off. It's not a pride issue. It's like, why they don't
it's sad.
Why is it natural for me? As a star, I don't act like that. I don't understand. Like the way I got my wife, I didn't even get her. You see, it was not even planned.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'm not ashamed to say it. Maybe it sounds weird in the Persian community, but I would take her to Coffee Bean and Starbucks at first. Yeah. And I didn't even think if it's bad or wrong. Actually, it crossed her mind. She came from Dubai. She was like, hey, what the fuck?
Can we level it up a little
But
bit?
actually, I'm happy with that, and she's happy for that, because like, wow, he doesn't even, but you know what? She was impressed for that. Like, it might even bother her a little bit. Why isn't he making an effort? But then she realized, oh my God, he's being so authentic. He's not even crossing in my mind. But after that, after we passed that gap, I'd do anything for my wife. Because whatever I do something, it's really received organically, you know? And it doesn't have to be done. Sometimes I go, oh, don't do that. And I know you would do it for me, Kamyar. But that means the world for me. But I'm saying from start, do it right. This is the person you're going to wake up with after fucking 40 years, you're going to see that face. Just think correctly. Be loved for what you are. Or for what you're not.
The foundation needs to be authentic.
Yeah.
But so speaking of the lovely and the awesome Hutan, so first of all, it's been great to see how much, you know, a good partner will elevate you, you know, and you can tell how she's elevated you professionally, and just, you know, you see the love and respect you have for each other. My question to you is, because a lot of people might not know that she's actually your manager too. So she's managing your personal life and your professional life.
That was
as a good wife
planned.
does, anyways. And you've been married for about 7 years now, 8 years,
6 years.
6 years, yeah.
Almost.
You know, tell us about the experience of having your wife also being your manager. Tell me about the good, and tell me about the challenges that you've had as well.
Yeah, first of all, I would never advise anyone, that's my first thing, to have your wife or your husband as a manager. I would say by default, it's not a formula that works. There are really exceptions, and I think she was the exception of my life, and I think we built it up because we both wanted to learn and grow in our relationship, you know, before even she became a manager. We want consciously to become better. What the fuck is it that I'm doing wrong? Why is it that you see me as a monster, even though I know I'm not a monster? For example, I don't care who's right, who's wrong. Why is it? So that we applied it in the management, because she was first helping me. Oh my God, this is done wrong. And she studied management. So that's a funny thing, but it was all a coincidence, you know? Yeah. So she's today the best manager I've ever had from far. It's from the number of gigs, from fame, for anything you want. It's from spiritual aspect, anything is the best. But it was a journey, bro. It was really a journey. Don't think it was like that. It's because same as a relationship, it's, you know, we're two people. It's a company of heart, company of love or business, but it's, you know, it's, we're together in this, we're a team. And we want to grow and do things better. So we learn, I mean, jealousy could be a huge problem with a wife, you know. Jealousy could be natural too, but by nature, I'm not a jealous person, and she's not by nature, she's not a jealous person. That helps me because she's an entrepreneur. She's really a true definition of an independent woman.
She's a Shirzan.
Yeah, she's a Shirzan, a
lioness.
So she's not scared. She likes to take risks. We're so compatible about these things. But she also, even as someone who's not jealous, it's extremely hard, especially for a woman, to deal with someone who might have a star status and have women around and see girls trying maybe even to touch me, to do something, or to do something fucked up, even knowing that she might be here. So, you know, that's even worse, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really that 50-50, because there's 50% I'm not jealous, 50% you're not jealous, but there's a 50% that is what you're gonna do about that. Because you can, even a woman with the best confidence in the world, a woman that by default is not jealous, if I fuck up as a man and I'm doing things wrong, it's very normal that the other 50% become jealous, because that's the 50% that is normal to be jealous. For sure. You know? So I think we try to understand each other, we try to communicate, and communication is the fucking key.
Communication.
It's the fucking key. And I always say that, it sounds like poetry, but I think I should write it. It's like, I was like, Huti, I want you to be my shoulder when I want to say wrong things, when I bullshit. That means it's not important when I say something about me or we're arguing if I'm right or wrong. I want to feel comfortable on your shoulder. You need to welcome my bullshit. It takes a lot to understand that, because
my bullshit is your bullshit.
My shit is your shit.
That sounds like a new hit song.
Because it doesn't matter if I'm going to be right or wrong. You need to put yourself in my shoes to understand, why am I bullshitting?
Yeah.
And then I'm right, and then I understand that, oh, you know what? Oh my God, you're right actually. Yeah, I'm going to change. You just made me realize. But I feel that change, I realized because you heard me, sincerely. And that's the problem a lot of couples don't have, or we didn't have at first, and we work on it. Because we don't hear each other. We have to welcome each other to talk. I think communication is the fucking key.
Love it.
Speaking the same language, you know.
Well, I mean, I feel like I've really enjoyed seeing the relationship grow and seeing your career grow, and I'm glad it's working for you, and I hope that it will continue moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, the upcoming projects that you have the new song, obviously, Dokhtar
Oh my God,
Shirazi.
Dokhtar Shirazi, and my wife is Shirazi.
Yeah, of course. So
that
is
so
Shirazi
that
herself.
is such a great experience, because that song, I see it becoming a hit, and how it's growing, and it was the #1 requested song in my tour, and my first concert in Frankfurt was after, I think 5-6 days after the song was released. I was like, what the hell is going on? People,
Don't say it with such disgust. It's still a great song too, you know?
What? I love that song. Are you kidding me? I'm so proud of my song. It's my Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Yeah.
No, I was saying because honestly, I don't like the title, June Khodet.
Really?
No,
not everybody calls it June Khod anyway.
No, because when you could do a test, normal people that would love that song, say, do you know the song June Khodet? A lot of people are now, you know Khanum Koja, of course.
Yeah.
So that's why I hated that title.
Yeah.
No, Khanum Koja was always the song that people would request, but this tour, it was more Dokhtar Shirazi.
That's
and
awesome.
Concert after concert, it was more and more Dokhtar Shirazi. And one time I took the mic, I was like, wait, what did you say, Dokhtar Shirazi? You talk about my new song, right? I was not believing it.
That's so
like
exciting. That's beautiful.
Yeah, of course. Then what?
Can you sing the chorus for us?
Well, you know, this song does not really have a chorus. It's funny. It just have a verse.
Right, and the verse.
And the chorus is just a vai. It says vai, Juno, vai. But it's more, the chorus become more the music and the big kick and snare. It's because it's popular changing a folkloric
Yeah.
old song 100 years ago. We don't know who wrote it. We don't know who sang it first.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, back in the time, there's no chorus, verse, don't
That's
make any
right.
difference. But it was something like, it's something that I knew that song since I was a kid. And my wife is Shirazi. Wherever I went before, it's like, oh, your wife is Shirazi. Are you going to sing the Shirazi? I was like, oh my God. And I was like, after 12 years, I was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to record that song. And you know what? I'm going to make it my own song. So it goes like, دختر شیرازی جونم دختر شیرازی ابرو تو به من بنما تا شوم راضی. And then the girl answer, the gangster. ابرومو میخوای چه کنی بی حیا پسر کمون تو بازار ندیدی اینم مثل اونه ولیکن نرخش گرونه شب بیا روز نیستم خونه دختر شیرازی جونم. I had to put my signature.
I love, of course,
Yeah.
you have to.
We're just doing a podcast,
Yeah.
very soft version.
That was beautiful, man. And I hope that you get to perform it at as many shows possible. What are the big, any shows that you want to announce right now that's coming up in the next few weeks?
Right now, actually, we really wanted to stop the shows because we really need
Well,
to
Noruz
go.
was a
Yeah.
full-fledged.
We
you know?
have to go home. We have to see our dogs after 4
Yes.
months. We have to sleep. I have to sleep in my bed
Yeah.
with my pillow. I swear my body is hurting. You know, I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'3",
Yes.
and all the hotel room, even if
Especially
they're
in
5
Europe.
stars, doesn't mean it's a great bed that fits me. And truly, what I want is some peace. And I want to produce songs more actually, and I have
Perfect.
commitment. So,
So you
but
going,
but
you're
I
going,
have
so you're
shows,
going
but
to the lab. You're going to the cave.
yeah, I'm going to my cave, and but I will be very, very productive with
course.
new songs and with social media, with my Instagram, of course,
Beautiful.
and with my brother Iman.
Hell yeah.
Which, you know, your
Amazing.
name Iman in Spanish. Apparently, I heard it means what? What was it?
Magnet.
Magnet.
Yeah.
You are a magnet. Are you a magnet for a woman? Or?
No, unfortunately not.
Really? You're
Just
not a
one.
womanizer?
Just one right now. No.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's so funny because Fernando, who's been doing a great job here, not just today, but the past few months, he was using Google Translate, and
Yeah.
then like, you know, when I would get something, I was like, Magnet. What time are we meeting today? I was like, Magnet. And then I was like, oh, he's using Google Translate.
Oh
and, you
my
know,
God, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
but
Actually, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Imagine you're the star. I'm just, you know, I'm Iman.
Yeah.
I'm a great MC, whatever, entrepreneur. I have a question. Back in the time for you to get girls and in a relationship,
you're going to
what's
get me
the
in trouble with this one.
What's
right
the percentage of how much easier did it make for you to get girls with the color of your eyes? And please don't give me the bullshit of being humble. Be just honest. Like the whole world is watching you and hearing you. Be honest. How much? What's the percentage you made it easier? It helped.
I'll just say that I'm
Yeah.
grateful for blue eyes.
Yeah, because I
think it helped.
I have a bullshit detector, but okay.
You know, it especially helped before my nose job. When I had a big nose, at least I had blue eyes to kind of counterbalance it, you know.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I got lucky with the eyes for sure.
Okay,
And it
so-
opened up some opportunities, I guess.
You open up some.
You asked me to be honest. I have to be honest.
That's
right?
what I like.
Think
I'm
this-
tired of answering
You've
questions.
been so honest here, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to reciprocate.
It helped.
So speaking of being honest, I want to end this amazing conversation with some rapid questions. So
Oh,
I
shit.
need you to be rapid. These are going to be quick answers.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then we go and have dinner in the bakche
my
with
God.
your lady and the rest of the
Can
crew
I
out there.
beep it soon if I don't want to answer?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can.
Oh my God. Okay.
Don't be a little bitch, okay?
Okay. Don't cut this.
If you could go back and couldn't be an artist, what would you be?
Oh my God. I think I would be, I think, a great manager, whatever has to do with PR, with relation, with talking.
Okay, back to relationships. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. Favorite song to perform?
My song?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, actually, two-part answer. Your song and any song. So
My-
when you're on stage and they say you can only perform 2 songs and it's in front of 50,000 people, what 2 songs are you performing?
I think it's. Can I give you 2-3 songs?
Yeah.
One is Aslani, another is Dobare, and another I think is Arebat.
Okay, lovely. If you could collaborate with any artist, living or deceased, who would it be?
Oh my God! If it's Persian, it's.
Do one Persian and one non-Persian.
Okay. Farhad.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my
okay.
God.
And then non-Persian?
Non-Persian, I would say probably Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's exactly who I would expect. But you actually did end up doing something with Stevie Wonder.
Yes, I was on stage with Stevie Wonder.
How incredible was that?
It was fucking incredible. It was awesome, like your podcast.
Yeah.
It was, it was incredible. I changed my biography right away when I came home. My dream is to sing with Stevie Wonder right away. Well, actually I did.
What's the most unusual or unexpected place where you found musical inspiration?
In the toilet.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And in the plane.
I appreciate the honesty again.
Yeah.
But not the toilet in the plane.
Yeah, but you want me to be honest.
At 6'3" in the toilet in the bathroom, I can't imagine that being
Trust
great.
me, let me tell you something. I know it's not a very Persian proper to say, but let me tell you something.
We're beyond that.
Whoever artist, and I swear to God I said that, whoever Persian artist or any artist who has balls, mostly non-Persian have balls to give the real answer, an artist would tell you that toilet is one of the most true moment with your stuff, and you don't need to be a fucking artist to do that. Even for big decision in life, or for thinking of what you did right or wrong, there's 2 magical places that I had in my life. One is in the toilet, because toilet is a reminder that from you being a nobody or Michael Jackson, we're doing the same thing in the toilet. We're all together. It's the most down to earth place
very humbling,
in the world. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And that, so you're more in a deep relation with your senses. I'm very honest. I know we can laugh about it. It's fine. It might be my goal also to make you laugh, but it's so fucking true. And another place for me where I wrote a lot of choruses, a lot of hit song, maybe more than the toilet. No.
Oh.
No, good training. In the shower, it's training, practicing for vocal and warming it up. But honestly, it's in the plane, especially when it's turbulence and stuff like that, because you see life different. And again, it's another moment where it's very down to earth, but from earth.
Wow.
But in the plane, I did Nazdikeman. I did so many big decisions of my life, because you see things like, oh my God,
that's very.
It's
cool.
so real, no bullshit.
So you look forward. So you look forward to plane rides, like you know that something juicy might come out of this.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the other kind of juicy on the
toilet.
No,
not the toilet.
But yeah,
wow.
If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One song? Oh my God. It's probably, you know what? I think it's a song, I have to say one.
Yeah,
a song,
don't just say it, sing it.
A Song for You from Donny Hathaway.
I don't know.
I've been so many places in my life and time. I sung a lot of songs. I made some bad rhymes. Yeah, it's Donny Hathaway.
Very
it's
cool.
A huge song. It changed my life.
What's a hidden talent or hobby that your fans might not know about?
That I have?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
We know all the great talents you already have.
A therapist.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I can see you being a great
because
friend.
Because I'm a good listener, and I really don't judge. I believe it
100%.
That's why I welcome hearing bullshit. Tell me all your wrong things. It's okay. It's gonna.
And then you go to the bathroom and the
yeah,
and they
to
just
release
let it
the
all
stress.
out.
Yeah.
If you could time travel, which era would you visit and why?
This is so fucking interesting that you ask that, because I ask this question to all my friends, and there's 2 types of person: the one who wants to go to the future and the past. And I read about it. It's extremely different. You know why I read about it? Because I was surprised why I would like to go to both. I'm so passionate.
Yeah.
But the first one is go to the past. And I learned that the ones that are a little bit more spiritual go to the past to understand where we come from, where there's no technology. But the one wants to think more like mathematic or whatever, wants to see the future. I'm more going towards the past and see.
But like, how past are we talking about?
Oh, a lot.
Like the beginning of time? Like Adam and Eve?
Could be, or even during Louis XIV. But mostly when there's no technology. I love that, whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, that was a beautiful time.
Like even back in the time,
Sometimes
the
I like to
dinosaurs.
watch, they have like old black and white videos of like
Yeah.
1901 in New York City or something, and you see people, and I'm like, wow, look everyone walking calmly and dressed up nicely
Yeah.
and in the horses
Yes.
and,
The time of the kings. I
yeah,
love that,
it's
man.
good
Oh.
times. What's the weirdest or funniest fan encounter you've had?
Funniest, weirdest.
Either super weird or super funny, maybe. I don't know. I feel like you've had a lot of weird ones.
It was a fan of weirdest, which maybe became fun. Is a girl that apparently thought that she was ugly physically, and whatever she sees as ugly, because I believe today it's very I don't know what ugly is, but it's only preferences. It was like maybe 12, 15 years ago, 10 years ago. And she was hiding behind like a beautiful model pictures, but she was being very, very, she would find any way to communicate with me, anywhere, so she would do anything. So usually the default thing is to block them, and which I could do sometimes if it gets to trouble, something is wrong, whatever. But this one, I don't know why I got inspired. I said, you know what, listen, I know it's not you. And I decided to
The therapist in you came out.
yeah. And I think she somehow got my number somehow. And it was so horrible. I wanted that to turn something good, and I wanted to do something good. So I was like, it's okay. I know it's not you, and I'm not gonna judge you. Just tell me how you got my number, and I will never judge you, and I will never tell that person. I swear to God. See,
Awesome.
Am I not a star? Am I not somebody? Do you like me? So then trust me. I'm telling you. Don't you feel peace in my voice? Just send me the real picture of you. Whatever, maybe she thought she was fat, or whatever she thought she was. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I said, you're beautiful. You're good yourself. You don't need to do that. And I'm happy to know you. You know, just don't text me. Try to not
stop
call
deceiving.
me. Whatever. You know, to consider me. This is a great achievement.
Did she come clean, ever, or she just stopped?
No, I think she stopped, but she felt very good that she could be herself. And
That's
I said,
amazing.
you look amazing. This is you I want to see. I don't give a fuck about your pictures.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That again.
What Kardashian want to be or whatever.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
If you could perform a concert on any location in the world, where would it be? And you could be specific by even giving a venue.
Really?
Yeah. Really, I can make it happen.
Oh my God. Would be maybe Tehran, Meidun Azadi. Yeah, Meidun Azadi, Tehran.
You know, I don't know if you saw the video that I had on Instagram, but after Farahmaz passed away, I had this clip of him when he was on a live stream that I had, and I asked him, you know, if you went back to Iran, like, you know, what would you like to do in a free Iran? And then he said, I'd like to go to Takht Jamshid and perform in Takht Jamshid.
That's the two places that I always thought. One Meidun Azadi and one Takht Jamshid.
Amazing.
Would be incredible.
Hopefully that day will come.
Shiraz.
If you could, and I played Dr. Shirazi in honor of Hutan,
God.
and you have to have her on stage, you know, and do
course,
that.
100%.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
It would be. I always want to be a superhero and like Superman and fly. Flying is very important, but have super and do justice. I think the injustice is killing me.
Yeah.
Like I always dream to have power and save people and change governments and change and just
You have a very empathetic heart.
Yeah,
you know?
but sometimes I suffer about that. It's too much. But I'm like, God, please give me that power just one day.
Well, you're making a lot of impact with music and positively impacting a lot of lives. So
Thank
you
you.
already have superpowers with your talents, man.
Thank you, man.
What's a piece of advice you wish you could give your younger self?
To my younger self.
Is it opening to more opportunities, or is it something else?
To my younger self is, I mean, do what you have to do, experiment everything as early as you can, but focus on what's the most important, because it's funny how when we look at each other when we were much younger, how stupid we could be, but that stupidity was maybe necessary. So nothing that I wanted, I didn't do anything that I regret, but it's just that some of the stuff I was not aware of, because if I was aware of, I would do it different. So I didn't know. So I guess it was just a school and I learned.
Right.
But I did not kill anyone. I did not do it. But I always.
It's not too late. No,
but you know what? I stole something, and it's sometimes bring me tears, and it's very awkward, because I'm so not into stealing anything. But I was a kid, and I always hated when my other, we say in French, camarades, like camarades.
They had something that you didn't?
Yeah, we would go to stores, and it was normal for them to steal something. Like, say,
I did that too.
Yeah. And I did not want, but at the time, they pressured me, like, you're a loser if you don't do it. And it was an old lady, and like a grandma owning some type of little store with souvenirs. And I just felt obligated to steal something. And I think it was a toy or something. You shake them. And I think I was not even 10. I was 8, 9 years old. Until today, I pictured that store and I want to find them and do something for them.
Okay.
And I don't think they're in this world. But I swear, every month I'm still thinking of this.
Well, I think you've become a better person because of that. So even though you're not maybe going back and directly making it up to them, you're giving to the world in other ways, I hope.
Yeah, that thing.
I'm going to ask you a hard question here, and I'm very curious. It's the second to last question.
Am I hating someone?
The last one is going to be the hardest one, I think.
Oh, no.
But this is the second to hardest.
Oh, no.
And I'm very curious to see how you would answer it. If you could only sing or only play the piano, which would you choose?
Oh, shit. No, that's disgusting.
I thought it was going to be hard.
Disgusting question ever, but
it's like choosing between two children, huh?
Even though I know this is the first time me hating you, and I know the true meaning of pure hate, I think I would still choose, in a very depressed way, but singing maybe.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to choose one or the other
because
they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Or hand in voice.
Yeah. It's kind of like you ask me between your mom and dad. It's weird.
Well, we're lucky that you do both. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now to the hardest question: who's your favorite cousin?
Oh my God, this is the biggest bullshit question, but I know who sponsored that question. Listen, and I know exactly where that came from. So that person want the whole world to know the truth. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's cousins, first cousins, obviously. I'm only talking about first cousins. Let's define cousin, I mean, in a way like first cousin, but we're talking about male and female category. We need to make sure about that.
Of course.
In the female category, I don't want any cousin to be hurt here, because especially there's a few of them that are super close to me. But I'm sure they understand how much I love them. But if I say that my favorite female cousin is maybe Rano.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly, because, which I'm a little bit forced as a gun. No, but because I grew up with Rano, honestly. I grew up with Rano since I was a kid. I'm 6 years older than her. We were in France together. I saw her when her mother was pregnant. I took her in my arms 2 times when I was kissing her, taking her in my arms. I don't know, I think she was 3 years old, I was 9. She peed on me.
I knew you were going to say this.
Yeah, of course, she peed on me. I felt something super hot. And after 20 seconds, it turned to something very cold. I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? And after that, I tried to avoid hugging her, but yeah, I love you, Rano, but seriously, to force Iman to ask this question, you might go second position soon. So this is the last time you force someone to ask this question.
In her defense, she didn't force, but I thought it was going to be hilarious to end it like that.
It was.
You got what you want. She's an amazing, amazing human being, and I'm so glad how the world has worked so interestingly that we're now working together. She's been such a great help to what we're doing in our 3 organizations.
True Shirzan.
True Shirzan, and so, but now, like, because of her and you guys being family, I really feel a part of the family. So man, it's been a great pleasure to become closer with you, and it's been a pleasure to see you continue to ascend in your professional career.
Thank you.
And the future looks bright for you, man. The sky's the limit. I respect your humility. I respect your talent. I respect your choice for a wife, and we're going to do great things together. And I want to say thank you for this opportunity of being here.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being a great friend to me after all these years, and I think we're becoming more and more. Actually, now it's, as you said, it's family. You know how much I love you, and cheers to your dear father who's listening to us.
Thank you,
I
brother.
love
Appreciate
your
you
father,
very
honestly.
much. Thank you.
And I love Miami, man. We're in Miami. Who
And
thought
hopefully,
that?
next time you come to Miami, we're gonna do a public event and we're gonna rock the house. Well,
For sure.
You'll rock the house, but
Yes,
but
we'll
it'll be
rock
great.
together. Yeah.
Oh man,
Thank you.
love you,
brother.
dude. Moza
Thank you.
Bush.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you guys for joining.
Peace.
Don't forget to click subscribe, follow Kamyar on all of his social media accounts, in case you don't already. And much love to you guys.
And peace in the Middle East.
There you go. Always.